Hello everyone, this is V, Buzzing with V. Welcome to another video. Today's video is a project share for scrapdivadesigns.com. I'm using all of her dies to do this. This is the mini album bow die. I will have it linked below. This is her information. Be sure to follow the hashtag to get more inspiration from other talented crafters. Right here is the bow tag. It's called Big Bow Mini Album. It comes with 19 pieces and it's approximately a 5 1/4 by 5 1/4. So it's a very nice die to have. You can make so much with it. You can also use it for your scrapbook layouts. Have two giant bows on each corner and have pictures on each corner as well. So it would be very nice for that as well. You can also do some invitations with this, and of course a mini album memory dex card as well. This is my mini album. I'm using the new collection by Paige called Blooming Wild. I have used some button flowers, which I cannot remember where I picked them up at. They were actually something free that was given in one of my orders, so I am not sure. So you'll probably have to search a flower button die for that. So this is what the mini album looks like. It has 4 pages. It's completely loaded with so much interactive goodness inside it. So I have this huge butterfly in the middle. The butterfly is an SVG file that I created especially to match the Paige Evans collections. So, and I also did some hand embroidery on it. I just love how she does hand embroidery for all of her mini albums as well. So this just went well together. It screams Paige Evans. So you guys, okay, the flowers here are for my stash, so I'm not sure where that came from. You can definitely find an SVG file as well, the mini flowers. I'm also using the tulip die. The tulip die that I used is also from Scrap Diva Designs. I will have it linked below, so in case you want to use it as well. I did use it for the leaves. If you could see the acetate there, that acetate sheet is also Paige Evans. And so that was just scraps from other projects that I made. So here is the first page. I just love it, you guys. It has so much inside it. It did take me a while to make. Again, I'm only able to craft a few hours a day, and so this took me about a week to make. So you can kind of figure out how long it would take. And I also use this die here. I can't remember the name of this die, but I will have it linked below. I did use it for the pockets, and so all of the pages have pockets in it to house all of your photos and journaling. So the first page has this heart here. You can find stitching all around this album. I also included some sequence on the heart. So on the back is where you can add your picture. And I also included a tag here. This is where you would add your journaling. I also added some puffy stickers there, and there's the pocket. I also embroidered some, is that how you say it? I did some embroidery on the flowers as well. You can see some French knots and some stitching. Here's the other side, and the other side I included this pink flower. It's an SVG file. I have it linked below if you would like to use it. It's initially made for like a card, I believe, but I included it here for some journaling, so you can add either a small picture and some journaling there as well. It's very small and tiny to fit this mini album. I also included this ephemera piece. It's a heart with some florals on it, and you can also add a picture and some journaling on it. I included the handmade paper clip that I made. I did use Scrap Diva Designs pennant flag die to make those paper flags, or I guess faux ribbon there, and then I just stitched on some puffy stickers from the Paige Evans collections, Blooming Wild. And so that is it there. I also made a pick, and I included this floral piece from the collection as well. And you can see the butterfly peeking out. That is the background. So this pick I did, it's handmade. I used the tulip mini album die set to make that pick with the mini tulip that comes in the die set. So look at this butterfly. I just love how this butterfly turned out as well. I like the fact that it kind of looks like it's quilted, and all the stitching on it. You can also see all the knots, the charms. It also says fun. The fun stickers are from the Blooming Wild collection again. I also added some sequins there to the left and stitched on those stickers. So that's what it looks like. That was the first page. There it is. That is the pennant flags that I use. I believe they're pennant flags or pin flags. I will have it linked below. I'm not too sure. So here's the next page. I just love the bird. The bird in this collection is so cute, and I had to recreate it large here. I did back it with some white cardstock so it could pop out a little more, just like the ephemera piece are. And I added some charms there. You can see that there's a button back there, a huge button that you could put some journaling and some photos in it. So same thing, this page, all of the pages are themed and as well matching all of the collection. And I just put a lot of time and effort into it and a lot of thought. And I also made SVG files for it so I could use it and match everything. So here's the button here. This button is an SVG file from the Silhouette Design Store. I will have it linked below so you can see that. It's not initially a card, however I made it into a card. And as you can see, the bird has lots of stitching. Again, it looks quilted. I just love how it came out. I did some stitching on the belly as well, if you can see that. I have some florals behind it. There's a pocket behind the bird as well. I added a butterfly right behind the butterfly, a butterfly right behind the bird, and that is from her, I forgot what collection it is. I think Bloom Street. And so yeah, I just included that because I figured it just matches very well. So onto the other side, and I included some ephemera piece there, and I made a paper clip here out of felt, and so that flower is for my stash. If I can find it, I will have it linked below so you guys can get it as well. So I did include some French knots as well as some sequins, and I also stitched a chipboard bird there and added it to the envelope. This envelope is an SVG file. I will have it linked below as well. I included some brad buttons. Those are for Michael's. And inside the envelope is a spot where you could add some journaling and a small 2x2 picture. And I also did some embroidery on it around the heart, as well as did some freehand embroidery on the bottom for the florals. So here you can add journaling and some pictures. And then in the back, I did add a sticker from the collection. And so that just goes there. It's kind of like a love note where you could put your hidden pictures there. So, and as well as some treasures. So you can add treasures to that as well. So I just love how that page turned out as well. The bird I'm obsessed with the bird. Okay, so the last page here, if you can see on the left, I do have a bee comb there. And if you are familiar with the Blooming Wild collection, you know that there is a sheet of paper. I can't remember the number, but it has a full sheet of bee combs, and they're all like quilted and they're all colorful, just like this card here. So I did make this. This SVG file is made by me, and so I made it to fit the fussy cut of the bee comb. So I added a Tim Holtz flower. It's an old one, but goodie. But look at this flower on the back. I stitched it to the mini album, and I added some different colors as well, and just all of the beautiful sheets from the collection, and included it as the pocket. So that's the pocket there, just a really nice flower to match the collection as well. So added some French knots and miniature purple flowers as well. So onto the other side, and this side I added this pick here that I made. This pick I believe is from Dollar Tree, but I added the flower and added the bee charm just to spruce it up. I just love how it turned out. And I also added an ephemera piece here. It's a floral one. I thought the navy vase would match this page here. considering it had a lot of yellows. And also included a tag, and I did also do some stitching, added some puffy stickers, as well as did the faux ribbon there with paper. And so you can see all the stitching in the back and the paper clip. I just love the paper clip as well. And then the page is a bee. You guys, I'm obsessed with this bee. This bee, I will be making more. So that is the pocket there with the bee there. I did some stitching as well, and I did layering pieces. It is an SVG file that I made to match the collection, and I just love how it turned out. It just matches with the flower as well as the bee. So that is it for these 2 pages here, and we are finishing up with the mini album. This is the back cover. The back cover has an envelope that I did also do some stitching with my machine. I do also have a charm on the left side there, and I have some cut aparts from the collection as well. And as you can see, this sheet here is a cut apart. You get so many of those, and I just fussy cut it, and I stapled a piece of circle paper. It's like a circle punch, cut out the circle and then folded it in half, stitched it onto the pieces, as well as that heart. That purple heart is an ephemera piece. And here's a tag. I also added some leaves from an SVG, and I also added the butterfly, puffy butterfly, stitched it, and that is the envelope. I also used the collection to make that envelope. The envelope is a die. I will have it linked below if I can find it. It's for my stash. And this is it. So this concludes the video for the mini album. If you want a faster flip through, I will have that at the end of this video for you with no music. I'm sorry. I'm not going to include music in my videos anymore. I just had too many scares with music. So no more music due to possibly being copyrighted. So I don't want to do that. So I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.